what excites me in general is finding solutions and understanding how we can reduce greenhouse gases. You know, this is the major problem with climate change, so I'm really passionate about finding ways to address it. And so my particular focus is cities, because cities that only constitute about 3% of the landmass on this planet are responsible for 70% of the greenhouse gases. So I'm really interested in issues around cities, and in particular buildings, because buildings, again, contribute between 30 and 50% of greenhouse gas emissions. So I've kind of narrowed it down to buildings. I love architecture and buildings. And so I've decided to study eco-districts. Why eco-districts? Well, because they are considered by many to be the best practice, the best we can do today in creating new built environments. And so I decided to look at two eco-districts, one in Vancouver in Canada, kind of representing kind of a North American model of development, and one in France, in Montpellier, kind of representing the European way of building and living in buildings. So I'm comparing these two, and I'm really focusing just on the energy consumption and the greenhouse gas emissions that come out of them, and just looking at both human behavior around energy consumption and the real consumption, because I think that is like a missing part of research on understanding really how much energy is being consumed. Often buildings are designed to consume a certain amount of energy, but nobody actually looks to see how much they really consume after. You know, because fundamentally that is the issue. How much greenhouse gas emissions are coming out of buildings? And in my case, I'm looking at what are considered the best practice, the state-of-the-art buildings, and what is being kind of consumed, and what are the greenhouse gas emissions, and what are the differences between what's happening in Canada and North America and what's happening in France.